Hey guys, and welcome to the madness of Total War. I'm a Rubber Duck War, but today we're going to be taking a look at a replay the mighty Loopy sent in. We've had a load of good games from Loopy over the years, so excited to delve into this one. He sent a couple in, so we may see him a bit more on the channel in the next coming days. And he's got a really good fun build. So it is Nurgle versus Slaanesh, traditionally a very heavily Nurgle favored matchup in land battles, but certainly the other way around in domination. I like this Nurgle build quite a bit. Got a nice cheeky little air core, 4 Chaos Furies up in the skies. It's always okay to go air against Slaanesh. Yes, they can bring their own Furies, but that's about it, so you can still dominate the air game. We then have a load of Nurglings, who our main job is going to be a backup unit, it seems, to the Exalted Plaguebearers. Now, Exalted Plaguebearers get barely any love. You don't see them terribly often, they're very slow, they're very expensive, but boy oh boy, are they devastating in this matchup as a whole, and they have some disgustingly powerful range attacks. It applies poison, decent armor piercing as well. You can see 21 armor piercing missile damage, only 2 volleys with magical attacks. They will shred characters, heroes, monsters. They do the lot. Seriously, look out for the Exiled Plaguebearers. Pretty hard to use and get in the right position because of that speed. But Loopy's a player of really good micro, so I expect him to get the best out of them. With a Soul Grinder, of course, we have the Exalted Great Unclaimed One, by far and away the best unit on the Nurgle roster. Coming in with Stream of Corruption, looks like Miasma Pestilence, as well as Fleshy Abundance. Let's give a high five, whoop-cha, to this lovely Nurgling, who is currently showing his butt to us, which is a little bit rude. Across the battle line, you can see already taken some damage. We do have Cavalry, Hellstriders of Slaanesh. We have a mixture of the basic units as well as the Hell Scourgers, a little bit better against the infantry troops. We then have some Marauders of Slaanesh mixed in with some Spearmen, and this is quite a nice little hero core coming in. Nurgle, as a rule of thumb, tend to really struggle up against the large single entities. The Slaanesh is less bad for them because you know you're not going to get much range, so you can bring an Exalted Greater Demon, but still, Preview 1's not a very fun fight. We have double Soul Grinder, and these Soul Grinders look so dope. I don't know what my favourite Soul Grinder is, but the Slaanesh one, the Tzeentch one, the Khorne one as well, I think, all have a special place in my heart as he lumbers forward there, scuttling on mechanical limbs. We do have a rather glorious and elegant Exalted Keeper of Secrets. I love these models so much. They've got so much swagger. Going to be coming in with the Slice and Shard as well as Acquiescence. Big fan of both those spells. Without further ado, let's get this battle underway. Looks like we also have one unit of Exalted Demonites who are actually hiding in the trees for some reason at the start of the battle, but are now going to be springing their trap and moving forward. So Soul Grinders as well as the Exalted Keeper going to be moving forward into the forest and then just awaiting the arrival of the rest of their troops. Big damage has been done though by the Soul Grinder of Nurgle. Pretty impressed by that. If you rake shots down the line, you can do some massive damage. It looks like the Chaos Furies of Nurgle are pecking. They're trying their little hearts out here. They're against some Marauders with spears. Now, I do not believe Furies count as large or anything. I believe they're just human size, so they won't get any bonuses here for the Marauders, and they quickly get back up into the skies before the Hellstriders are able to get over there and shut them down for good. Soul Grind's now taking a decent amount of pressure, and look, that is one volley from the Exiled Plaguebearers, not even fully connecting, doing a decent chunk of damage to the Soul Grinder. It really is quite devastating if you can land it on key targets. Chaos Furies continue to fly up in the skies, up to no good, and looking to start some trouble in the neighborhood. Soul Grinder is whipping shots down, unfortunately, mainly blessing this tree with the blessings of Nurgle, and the Nurglings have moved to the frontline formation. Their main job today is to accept the charge from the enemy and take that initial damage. In they go, and in also goes a devastating volley from the Exalted Plaguebearers, doing massive work to the Keeper of Secrets. Hopefully the Nurglings would pin the enemy in place, allow you to get those volleys off. Looks like they're going to be whirling around, trying to focus down these large single entities. Acquiescence goes down the Exiled Keeper, and he's taking some big damage right now. Oh my god, the animations from the Soul Grinder are freaking dope. Exiled Demonites do swarm in as well. The frontline fight going pretty good for the Nurglings, wherever Stream of Corruption's being used. Elsewhere, it's certainly a much more grindy fight as whips pierce rotten flesh oozing out over their enemies. And honestly, it's not a good time for either of them. Looks like we need a big fat juicy Slice and Shard go down. This is going to catch the Exalted Great Unclean One as well as Exalted Plaguebearers. It looks like they are able to dodge for the most part, which is really good micro by the Nurgle player. But in comes those shards. I love the sound animation, like the shattering glass piercing the flesh there of the Exalted Great Unclean One, who's taken significant damage. Now the Furies are swarming. They are floating down. Looks like they're attempting to jump the Exalted Demonettes. That's going to be a pretty bad fight for the Furies. I mean, at least they will do some decent damage to the Demonettes. The Demonettes likewise will shred them if they turn and fight, but it looks like they're currently running away, falling back behind some of the Slaanesh warriors with spears. Stream of Corruption goes down, allows the Nurglings to win this fight, which is pretty impressive stuff. And there's a big monster mash going on in the main action. We get a lovely slow motion shot of the great demons fighting. A lovely Soul Grinder pick as well. They're bouncing around, slaughtering Nurglings. There is a hill going down now. That's going to certainly help out quite a bit the forces of Nurgle, and the Exotic Keeper of Secrets needs to keep pushing in and focusing down at this great unclean one, but boy oh boy, they're so tough to snipe down. Instead, it looks like he's now ganging up on the Soul Grinder, so it's not a bad idea. We have Hellstriders lowering their lance arms and charging into the enemy. Exalted Demonettes as well, going to be debuffing everything they touch, and the Furies are getting ripped to shreds. Cavalry as well as the Exalted Plaguebearers are in here as well, so not going to be a good day too much for the Exalted ones, but still they're doing a decent enough job, and it looks like they are able to tear down their enemy. Soul Grinders are bumping and grinding against each other. The Exotic Demon as well, and some lovely animations, and the Soul Grinder will be going down here. It is charmed, so I'm not expecting it to bring too much pain to the battlefield. Now, bounce power is in the favor right now of Nurgle. You can see the front line was well and truly won, and the Plaguebearers are still alive. It looks like they may be reforming the line as well to maybe launch one last volley, which will be pretty good to see how much damage they do. It looks like they are firing, but they're trying to get into position, and there they go at the Soul Grinder. Not bad whatsoever, considering a lot of their shots didn't actually connect because of the friendly Soul Grinder in the way. The Exalted Grand Claymore needs to buy for time here and play for time. Fall back, don't engage these single entities too much, heal up where possible and drag them down, and also fight amongst your own troops is definitely the way to go. Questions goes down. Looks like we're about to see a slice and shards once again, and I don't know if the Exotic Plaguebearers are going to get out of the way this time. Nurglings are able to retreat, but the Plaguebearers kind of slowly and slumberously walking through the area of effect. They're taking some naughty damage, although, you know, decent damage on the Exotic Grand Claymore as well. The Exotic Keeper of Secrets certainly not done a bad job whatsoever. In the front line, the Spearmen are starting to break and flee before the might of the little Nurglings. They're bounding around and just hugging, giving some smooshy kisses to the Slaanesh warriors there, which you'd think Slaanesh would enjoy, but I guess when it's dripping with plague and pus, probably not your best option. It does seem like the Exotic Keeper of Secrets may be going down here. Those Soul Grinders are pinning an absolute shifting going after that Great and Clean one, who's getting very close to his healing cap. He's been debuffed considerably, though he is also poisoning the Soul Grinders, so not a terrible fight. And we've got a few Exotic Plaguebearers surrounding, plus Nurgling swarming, trying to drag down the mighty constructs. A big old fight is going down. This battle's been full of these big single entity clashes. I love to see them. I certainly think the Exotic Grand Clean one, or Exalted Keeper of Secrets should be fine against a Soul Grinder, but another Soul Grinder comes over just for good measure. It's going to go some cool slapping as some vomit is spewed up from the Nurgling forces. And this, yeah, there we go. I thought he was going to be too long for this world. He does dematerialize and go back to the demonic realm, so I'm sure he will be welcomed kindly by Papa Nurgle, who should bless him, give him some buffs, and send him back into the Hellfire. Hellstriders are swooping around the left-hand side, still have ammunition on the Exotic Plaguebearers. They could do some big numbers if they are able to turn and throw it. It's a pretty disgusting animation. They kind of have these big mouths in their bellies. They reach in and pull out explosive Nurglings and pus balls and goo, and then they throw it at the enemy. Hopefully we get to see them in action, but it looks like they're trying to reposition for now. Soul Grinders are wrapping up and around, trying to find a good fight. There aren't that many for them to take right now. They are hit by the Blight Swarm, lowering their melee defense, but they charge bravely into the fight one last time. Slice and Shards is going to be coming down, and it looks like the Plaguebearers do get some big launch attacks aiming here at the Exalted Keeper, and look at the damage pouring on. Some nice work. And Slice and Shards, is it going to connect this time? It does some pretty damn good work to Exotic Plaguebearers. They were able to juke for the most part, though. Really good micros so far by both players, but particularly the Nurgle dodges have been quite outstanding. Big fat headbutt comes in from the Exotic Great and Clean one as the Soul Grinders do surround and slash and hack at the beastie. Its bell is slamming either side, attempting to rid himself of these pesky Soul Grinders who have been quite a nuisance. This could be the end, though. We get a Fleshy Abundance go down on the Exotic Great and Clean one. That's going to heal him up nicely. Single entities need to take him down, and they need to take him down now, but that heal is so effective. Exotic Keeper is trying his hardest, but a big headbutt rocks him so hard it pushes the game into slow motion. Soul Grinder jumping around, trying to clamber up the back of the Exotic Great and Clean one and RKO him, but he seems to be absolutely fine at the moment. He's got to his healing cap. I guarantee he's got some devastating damage for the course of this battle. Exotic Plaguebearers once again launching yet another devastating volley towards the enemy. Quite a few misses with this one, but shooting the Exotic Keeper in the back probably going to be enough there to bring them down. Curse the Slide Slug slows them. There is no escape from the might of Papa Nurgle. It comes for us all. Soul Grinders will be going down just before they're able to kill the Exotic Grey and clean one. Disgustingly close game. Only a few healthy units left on the battlefield. But it seems like the Exotic Grey and clean one will most likely survive just about. Takes a Sonic Blast to the face. But it is just a waiting game. And one thing Nurgle's very good at doing is waiting, being patient, and absorbing damage. An epic game. That was a really good fun with the cards. I hope you guys enjoyed that replay. Well played to Lupin. Like I said earlier, we have another really good replay sent in by Loopy, so you'll probably see him in a couple of days once again on the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll delve into the damage dealt and damage value of these units in a second. Holy cow, the Exotic Plaguebearers did so much work. But if you guys did enjoy this, before I get to then, feel free to leave a big fat juicy thumbs up. Subscribe as well to the channel if you haven't already. Both those things help out massively. And we are on the road to 10k, which is pretty exciting. And also feel free to comment down below what you thought of the battle. There's a load of links in the description. Twitch, Patreon, Discord. Discord is where you can submit replays to be cast as well. So let's delve into this. 196 kills, 4.4k gold value. There's very few times you wouldn't bring an Exalted Great and Clean one. It's mainly against mass range factions who can really whittle this bad boy down. But against someone like Slaanesh, always bring the Exalted Great and Clean one, and most likely against Khorne as well. Soul Grind of Nurgle, 891 gold value, only 64 kills. Performed a far worse, I'm willing to bet. Yeah, way worse. Oh my god. Slaanesh Soul Grind did some really fantastic job there. So he did good early damage, but then was a bit of a liability. 1.3k on the Exalted Plaguebearers, and 1.2 and 1.1. I don't know what I'm going to make this video title about. There's so many good units, the Soul Grinders, all the Exalted Plaguebearers. It's going to be a tough call for sure. And the Furies didn't do too much. They did some okay rear attacks and harass, but they got slaughtered in the mixing with Exalted Demonettes, which is not where they want to be whatsoever. And the Nurglings did their job just absorbing enemy damage. For the forces of Slaanesh, 61 kills, 3,359 gold value, 20k damage dealt. Very impressive shift there by the Exalted Keeper. 3.3k. Yeah, kind of being outmatched by the enemy Exalted. But hey, the Soul Grinders performed better. 2.7 and 2.6 gold value on them. Lovely stuff there. 27 and 19 kills. Exalted Demonettes, 93. 1.2k gold value, plus the debuffs they bring to the battlefield. Not a bad day. The Cavalry seemed a bit lackluster, unfortunately. 670 value is not terrible. And the infantry really did just get outmatched, outclassed, and overwhelmed and destroyed early on. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Until next time, peace, peace. And as always, stay awesome.